Hello everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another tabletop video for you guys. Today we're looking at the Sig Sauer ASP P226 CO2 Blowback .177 caliber pellet pistol, and that's a mouthful. And this is the tabletop video. Now, I will be including some shooting in this video because I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get outside and do the actual field test for it. I do plan to do a field test shooting video, but I'm waiting on getting a proper working chronograph. So for now, I just went outside, shot some rounds through it, kind of recorded it with my camera glasses. I just wanted to get a feel for the gun, get an idea of how accurate it was, how the trigger felt, how the blowback felt, stuff like that. So I will be including a little bit of footage of me shooting it, and then I'll be showing you the target afterwards and talking about my shooting experience with this pistol. All right, before I get started with this review, I did want to thank Sig for sending this gun out for review. It's much appreciated. So let's get on with the specifications. This is a mostly metal built gun, so a lot of metal in this gun, frame, slide, a lot of internal parts are going to be metal, very little plastic on it, other than the grips and a few internal parts. It weighs 2.35 pounds or 1,066 grams. Again, it shoots .177 caliber pellets. Those can be lead or alloy. It also has a 16 round double-sided rotary stick magazine. So each side holds 8 rounds. It shoots in semi-auto with blowback operation, and it has a single and double action trigger. This gun also uses 12 gram CO2 cartridges, has a 4.75 inch rifled steel barrel. It has white dot sights with a working safety and decocker. Now it has a claimed velocity of 510 FPS. You'll see that on a few websites, even Sig's website. Now their real world FPS actual chrono testing using 5.25 grain pellets got closer to 400 FPS average, I believe, with an 8-shot string. So quite a difference there in reality. Now this gun is fully Sig licensed, and they've also life tested it for 15,000 shots. So you're going to get your money's worth out of this gun. This gun is also designed by Sig and made in Japan. If you haven't already noticed, it's a really accurate copy of the real steel Sig Sauer P226 pistol. There's many variations of the P226. You'll find them in different colors with different finishes. Some of them will have that extended barrel, some of them won't, but in general it's a really good copy of the P226. Now mine came in a generic cardboard box, but I don't believe it's the box that you will get when you buy yours. It also had a manual. You can check out my unboxing video to see the box and the manual. All right, before I do my walk around of this gun, I want to just compare it to a couple other products. Really quickly, we have the P250, and you can see here, this is the other gun I will be reviewing very, very shortly. I'm not sure which one will actually come out first, but I will be reviewing these both. And this, again, is a pellet gun, same type of magazine, same blowback operation, very similar. It's just that the P250 is a lighter gun, has a polymer frame or plastic frame, metal slide. A little bit different that way, but it's not a P226, it's a P250, but it is a Sig pistol. The other gun I really quickly wanted to show you, this is the KP01. It's a KJ Works pistol, and it is designed, I'll just take the mag out just so you can kind of see what they look like. It is designed after a P226. This is an airsoft pistol, with full blowback operation, right? A little bit different, full-size dropout metal magazine, little bit different gun. But I did want to show that to you. KP01 by KJ Works. Nice Sig P226 copy. Alright, let's take a look at this pistol up nice and close. Right, we have our left side here, right? We have our Sig Sauer markings, engravings right in the frame. Got your anchor there, Sig emblem there. Got the different information here, caliber. This takedown lever, as far as I know, doesn't do anything. It's just for cosmetics. Maybe it's part of, taking the gun apart. I'm not sure. We have this threaded barrel, extended barrel, so you can potentially put a silencer on here, maybe a mock suppressor of some sort. Okay. Now, this gun isn't safe. Okay, so I can fire it. I do have CO2 in it, so I'm not going to be able to open up this door. So you're going to have to check my unboxing video to actually see me open up this door. I'll put a link in there and show you inside, but you can watch that video for that. Okay, so basically you have this. Now I might do some blowback for you. There aren't any actual pellets in this gun, but there's CO2. The decocker, the safety is a decocker. As you can see there, it's pretty heavy. So you can see it's a decocker, right? So now it's in safe mode. Might as well just fire a round off for you guys. I'm going to just pop the mag out just in case, you know. Pretty cool, right? So blowback operation. You can put it in safe mode again. This slide catch release doesn't do anything, but it is metal. Cosmetically looks really good. Got all your Sig licensing, branding, all that kind of stuff. Your magazine release there, right? It's sort of springs out. Got some springiness, so it's going to pop out. You don't have to gravity pop the mag out, right? So here's your magazines, 8 rounds in each side. Okay. Now people have been asking, are they the same magazines as the PX4 Storm by Umrex? And the answer is no. Look at the difference in length. They don't fit in each other. So the PX4 Storm is not going to fit in this gun. Okay, it's very similar, but it's not the same. And I could show you, but it would just get stuck in the gun, and then I have to try and get it out. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, the ejection port is not cut out. A little bit of a letdown there. We do have white dot sights, front and back. Okay. Again, working hammer and single and double action. Okay, we got some warning instructions there. Sig Sauer, again, right into the frame. Okay, serial number. More Sig licensing. You can see here how the bottom magazine, it doesn't really stick out, but you can see it from the bottom. Okay, again, you just pop this down and pull this out, and the CO2 will come out. But I'm not, you know, it's pretty much full. I'm not going to open it up for you at this point. Right, Picatinny rail. You know, slightly recessed barrel, but it's just, you know, the .177 caliber recess, so it doesn't look like the full, you know, Sig, whatever caliber it would be in, 9mm or whatever. All right. All right, so at this point, I'm going to take you to that outside shooting video really quickly. You can see me shooting this gun quickly at a target from 30 feet down range. I'm going to put 16 rounds into a target. So let's go there and check that quick video out. Okay, set up with my Sig Sauer P226 pellet pistol. Don't mind my crazy, weird looking hands. It's from my spray on tan from my fitness contest. Whole body's kind of starting to peel, as you can see a little bit. Anyways, we're going to put basically this whole magazine. So 16 rounds in the target. I'll flip it part way through. These are the alloy pellets, so they're like a, I believe, a 5.25 grain pellet. Okay, so we're going to get this gun ready to go here. We're going to, it's the first time I've shot this pistol, so we'll have to see how it does here, and we'll just take a quick look when we're done. Trigger's nice. That's 8. Flip the mag around. That should be it. Oh, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna decock it, put on safe, and let's take a look. Oh, not too bad. They grouped a little to the left. Pretty close to a 2-inch group, with the exception of that one that dropped there a little bit. But all the rest were almost within 2 inches from 30 feet back, so not too bad. Alright, so how did I feel about the performance, the shooting experience with the Sig P226? Well, you know what? It's pretty decent. It has a really nice trigger. The way that the magazine indexes is quite nice. It is a single action hammer, but the trigger is kind of working in double action in that it has to index the pellet or the rotary magazine with each shot. That said, it's very minute. You barely even feel the indexing of the pellet. It's very smooth. There's no heavy spots when you're pulling the trigger, and the release on this pistol is pretty nice in general. So you could really shoot this gun pretty quick. It's a little bit longer pull, but it's pretty light, so it feels pretty good. The blowback action is snappy and fairly heavy, so that feels pretty nice when you're shooting this gun. And the accuracy is not too bad at all. I was able to get pretty much two 2-inch groupings from the 16 shot strings that I did, And I say 2 because I did my test that I showed you in the video, and then I also did just another recap just to see if basically I could get the same experience or the same performance. So here's the first one that you saw. You can see that that one dropped a little bit low. This one maybe came a little bit wide, but pretty much a 2-inch grouping. Second time around, almost the same results. This one did drop low, as you can see, but if we were to get that one out of there, you're looking at almost the same type of grouping, maybe one a little high, but in the same ballpark for this gun. Now I did notice that at the end of a 16-shot string that the velocity seemed to taper off a little bit, and that may have been one of the reasons why some of the shots went a little bit low and a little bit high on each 16-shot string, because the velocity was changing. It was a little peppier at the beginning, a little slower at the end. You're going to want to probably give this gun a little bit of rest time between loading up magazines. Alright, let's talk about some of the pros and the cons. Overall, it's a good replica of the real steel Sig Sauer P226, and it's a really solid feeling gun. It has awesome weight to it with its all metal construction, pretty close in weight to the real steel version. In fact, I believe it's just a tad heavier. Again, this gun is designed by Sig and made in Japan. It's fully Sig Sauer licensed. It also has that nice heavy blowback operation, and it got respectable accuracy and seemed to shoot pretty hard in general. The safety works as a decocker, same as the real Sig Sauer P226, and the white dot sights and accessory rail are a nice touch. I like the way they designed the super easy CO2 loading system, not having to tighten the CO2 tab like you do with most of these CO2 guns. Again, check out my unboxing preview video where I actually show you that feature. And lastly, it did have a really nice trigger, a little bit long, but it's not heavy or sticky in any way. Alright, few cons for this pistol. The shots tended to slow down a bit near the end of a 16-shot string as the gun seemed to cool down. Again, you're going to have to take some rest time between loading up magazines and shooting the gun again. The sights are non-adjustable, so mine was shooting a little low and to the left, so I'd have to basically adjust where I was shooting on the target to accommodate that. And lastly, the ejection port is not cut out, which would have been nice if it was. Alright, that wraps up my tabletop review for the Sig Sauer ASP P226 CO2 Blowback .177 caliber pellet pistol. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Also, come on down to replicaAirguns.com where we have articles, posts, reviews. I'll have a written review for this gun with additional photos for you to check out. So check out the description of this video for the link to that review. Also check out our Canada and US online Replica Airgun stores where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.